Hey everyone, a quick video just to let you know we don't service 1GDs, but we just service the 1GD. Well, so I want to be really clear on this. We don't hate these engines. I don't love them, although they've got their advantages. I just drove this one in a Hilux. Drives really nice, which motivated me to do a video and credit where credit's due and recap a few of the possible issues you could have with this 1GD engine, whether it's in a Hilux or a Prado, or even in a newer Prado with some strap on what they call to make it hybrid, but it's not really a hybrid in the normal sense of the word. Hybrid Toyota is a petrol hybrid, a proper petrol hybrid. But this one's a 2018 Hilux, and obviously the 1GD, it's a newer, quieter, more refined engine compared to the 1KD. So that's one of the advantages. It is simply quieter. It's got hydraulic lifters. It's got a timing chain instead of a timing belt. Not that that makes much difference, other than when the timing chain and guides fail, and they do, it's quite expensive, all the replacement components, and obviously you can see about getting to it. And somebody did ask a question, why do you need to pull the engine out? Well, I don't know why you need to pull the engine out, because I don't change these timing chains and guides because I'm busy already. If I needed work, then I'll just move into working on 1VDs, do twice as many injectors at once, and of course 1GDs, because DPF cleaning and replacement, once they're not covered under warranty anymore, because we know that's an issue. When I say that, a lot of people aren't going to have the issue. A lot of people have, but a lot of people aren't. And of course, yeah, so we know about the timing chain guide issues, the guide wearing. One of the biggest things you can do is what we've just done on this, is service. Oil changes. Oil changes are so easy. Oil is the lifeblood of any engine, and I recommend you subscribe to the bell and get on the videos. Start learning some things and maybe have a crack at doing an oil change yourself. Whatever you do, don't forget to put the sump plug back in, torque it to specification, use the correct oil, and put your filler cap back on top and your dipstick back in after you've finally checked the oil level. Correct way to check the oil level on most engines, including a lot of Toyotas, is when the engine oil is warm. On flat ground, 5 minutes after you switch the engine off is the correct procedure. And we've got someone here now dropping off a vehicle. Oh no, here we go. What do we got? Ah, John's here. Beautiful. We're talking to John in a video now. That's good. John's here. Zero. Anyway, there's your little map filter there, same as on a 1KD. And we just did a bit of a service, pretty straightforward service. First time it's been here, and it could be the last. Because as much as I'm not chasing service work at all, we'll do the odd 1GD. We'll show you some of the things you've got to keep a look at for, like keep an eye on your coolant level. I'd probably recommend checking that, maybe not weekly, but let's say monthly. And if you notice that dropping down, check it on the same ground level at the same temperature, you know, cold in the morning, whatever. That shouldn't be dropping down. If it is, there's another issue you can have, and it's the EGR coolers, quite common on the 1GDs. EGR cooler, we've talked about it before, it's hidden underneath down there. Bit expensive, couple of grand for that component, plus obviously all the work to change it. They can leak internally, so you've got coolant pipes connected to, see the hose there down behind, a bit hard to see, but you can see what I mean. You can figure it out if you got one. If that's leaking internally, coolant will be going into your engine, and you'll be losing coolant there, and you won't see a leak anywhere else, so keep an eye out for that one. Anyway, I'm not chasing services, but look, I felt like doing one. It felt right. We do the odd one every now and then. Our workshop partner in Sunshine doesn't mind doing services, so if you watch far enough into videos and you hear things like that, that's where you can just keep watching and keep listening, and you might just work out who it is, and you might be able to get their contact details, and you might be able to book in with them for a service on any of your good Toyotas. Pretty much any good Toyota they'll service. What was I going to say? So we've covered the keep an eye on your coolant level. Lots of oil changes, because that's going to help with your timing chain and guides wearing. It's going to help with lots of things, actually. It's going to probably help with your DPF as well. What else is it going to help with? I don't know. Whatever. What else can we talk about? Not much to talk about. If you need a lift kit for you, even if your Prado or Hilux has got a 1GD, I can probably help you with that, but you know, I don't do a lot of them, so I'm not that good at it. A Prado with a 1GD is same as a Prado with a 1KD as far as suspension goes, so I can certainly help you with that. Tuesday mornings 8 AM, shoot me a text message if you want a Dobson's suspension kit for your Prado. Just pretty relaxed, you know, whatever. Bit of aftermarket wiring here. It looks pretty neat, right? But you can tell it's not. Why? Because see here, it's just sort of loose, and you can see it can be rubbing on there, and it's corrugated split tubing, so that's fine. But see, factory wiring wouldn't do that, and something that I installed wouldn't do that either. It'd be secured up here somewhere. Not, is that like dangling down? You know what I mean? Like, that's not how you install things. I don't know who did that, but that's something that I'll be mentioning to the client, to our new client, that I'll send across to. He's closer to Sunshine here. Found something here. Look at this clip. Same old problem, mate. 1kd, 1gd. People press on clips and then they nearly get lost. So you take it out. It's actually in your owner's manual. It's hard to do with one hand. I kind of need two hands. So I can sit this here like this. This will be interesting. Is this going to work? Oh, you got to be kidding me. Nah, it's not going to work. But you know, hope you got nothing better to do. I'm just mucking around here. Oh, there it is. It sits like that. And then I can go full detail. Look at this. Push the middle. Oh. Push the middle of that back out, and then put it in the hole, and then push it just till it's flush. See, it looks nice and neat. The way to release those is to push them in like this one. See, here's another one. I'll go and fix those up. Looks like it's been replaced, the battery. I wouldn't get one of those, but whatever, you know. It's a battery, I guess. It's got a sight glass. Looks pretty fresh. That would mean the quality one that was in there lasted about 6 or 7, probably 7 years by the looks of it. Yeah, just doing some final checks after a service, and that's what a service is. It's not just changing the oil filter and filling up the washer bottle and lubing the drive line and checking the brakes. It's checking everything, and really there's no limit on time you could spend. Just keep going over checking things on vehicles. You know, you can check the condition of the hoses, see if they're kinked too much, are they getting old, deteriorating, are they going to break? So there's all sorts of hoses to check. Has this one been worked on before? You know, because a lot of them have had DPF replacements and stuff like that, and then of course the kids have been in there working on them, so you really got to check over their work, right? But I don't think this has had any work done. Would have had the letters, but like a lot of people, they don't take up on the offer of getting stuff replaced, because then you lose your rights of funds under this class action or something. I don't know where that's at, but apparently if you accept repairs or if you sell the car, you're not entitled to. Anyway, I don't know the full details of it. Blah blah blah, whatever. Check your power steering oil level, check your coolant level, check your air filter, check your brake fluid, check your engine oil, make sure you put that sump plug in. Torqued it up to about 35 Newton meters. Happy days, that's it. I've just talked to a 1GD for a little while. If you need a service on one and it's nice and clean and it's your pride and joy, and you bring in the car, it's got to be, if it's a 1GD, it's got to be really clean, man, under the engine bay, inside and outside. If it's a filthy one, don't want to know about it. We're only really interested in the ones that have done under 100,000 Ks or shortly after, if they're clean. None of these 250,000 K ones that have been in and out of getting repairs and they're all, I don't want to get involved with anything like that. But Sunshine Workshop partner, quite happy to continue your Toyota servicing. So get yourself in the VIP group one way or the other, and you can find out who the workshop partners are and get your vehicle looked after if you don't want to do it yourself. Thanks for watching. Catch you on the next one.